Members of the ECOWAS Parliament have been urged by the civil society organizations to produce concepts that will encourage investment in agriculture and ensure higher budgetary allocation to the sector. The president of the Liberian Farmers Association made this known during the delocalized meeting of his Joint Committee on Agriculture, Environment and Natural Resources, Infrastructure, Energy and Mines, Industry and Private Sector, holding in Bissau, the capital of Guinea-Bissau, saying that agriculture can help Africa solve its unemployment crisis. Lawmakers will also text to take the issues of climate change seriously, as it is already taking a toll on farming on the continent.
Agriculture is a business, and we need to grow food to feed our population. So our government in the region, especially, let me talk about West Africa, they have to increase the budget. We also have the Sustainable Development Goal for 2030, and most countries have not come up to the benchmark, increasing the budget to 10% for agriculture. Agriculture is a major employment for millions of Africans. So we need the political will have to be there, not only the policy written, but the implementation of the policies. So until we can do that, now with the climate change and the coronavirus, the war in Russia, we imported over 6 billion of our money went back to Russia and Ukraine for oil and wheat. We can grow it here. So let's start the investment in our research institutions. Let's start the investment in our banks to get private sector, the entire value chain, to invest in agriculture. Access to land is very difficult, even though some countries like my country have passed, but they don't have money. The women willing to buy land, but they don't have money. So how can they get money to purchase the land? So that's another political will. Help the women in the different clans to help them to have land. Help the youth to have land and make agriculture attractive to the young people, and they will be able to invest.
Well, we all know that climate change is a reality. It's causing a lot of emergencies already. And if no decisive action is taken, our continent and the world at large would be suffering. So that's why we felt parliamentarians have a say. They can come together, use their policy models to be able to develop far-reaching policies that could be implemented at the national level. This has been happening at the global level. 19 parliamentarians came together to say there need to be a forum of parliamentarians so that they can be able to work together. Because climate change has no boundaries. It doesn't know whether you are rich or poor. So the impact is felt by everybody. And it's everybody's concern that they need to come together to be able to take action in order to stop the climate from changing. Because the IFCC, agreement around the temperature increase is at 1.5, but currently there is a 1 degree rise in temperature already that is causing a lot of havoc. We have seen hurricanes, we have seen droughts, we have seen floods, we have seen the erratic nature of rainfall, and we have seen human beings being affected through humanitarian crisis. So we felt, so much of rhetorics, we need some action. World leaders will go to COP, and they come back with decisions that they will not implement. So parliamentarians called for fossil fuel free future, felt that they need to come together to mobilize those parliamentarians on how to stop fossil fuels and how the world and Africa could be part of that, so that we think renewable energy. If for anything we will want to think that fossil fuels, what we say they are, is something that is dug from the ground. Is it that the oil or the gas or the coal? Currently, we can say it's a cause for Africa because it's a source of war, source of terrorism, source of everything. And coupled with that, we also see climate change. So that means, is it in our best interest to be following that? Why don't we think renewable energy? Europe and other countries are going for electrical cars. They're going for renewable energy, solar, windmills, and whatnot. But we are still dependent on generators. still depending on things that are not sustainable and that are causing our environment to deteriorate. So we felt that first we need to put a stop, a transition period through which our world, our continent would have a rethink on how they can come out of this situation.